Welcome everyone. In this review, we'll show you the most advanced crypto arbitrage scanner of 2026. The scanner constantly tracks prices on DEX and CEX platforms, as well as prediction markets and other exchanges. On top of that, the Parser features AI analytics, detailed charts, and much more. The scanner is available in 3 formats: a website, an app, a Telegram forum, and through personal bots. The site offers multiple languages and a choice of themes, 2 light and 2 dark ones. Let's move to the sections. There are over 13 in total. Let's start with prediction markets. This parser analyzes prices across different prediction platforms, for instance, Polymarket, CalShy, Predict, Limitless, and others. It finds discrepancies and spreads between them. Accordingly, the table displays absolutely all the spreads the parser has found at this current moment. There are 3 modes in total. In the first mode, predictions are compared by keywords, and there are 767 such predictions right now. The second mode uses a basic AI system to compare predictions. This system detects over 1,000 events at this moment. There is also an advanced system using top-tier LLMs like CloudCode, Gemini, and others. Almost 1,500 events are available for this system. For every event, it lists bids, asks, depth, volumes, and also shows the type, meaning exactly what you need to do to make a profit. Prediction markets offer filtering by markets, so you choose which platform to search for spreads. By the spread itself, by APR, and by volume. Besides that, filtering by the event's end time is also perfectly available. Also, remember that each section has a description that explains in detail exactly how every single section works. Let's move to the next section. Stock arbitrage. This section presents spreads for stocks, metals, indices, and raw commodities. Filtering is available by specific categories, by exchanges, over 17 of them, and by the spread. The table itself presents the core information about the assets, as well as the spread. Additionally, you can open a chart to analyze the spread's movement. Various time frames are readily available. You can also choose the spread chart, the price line chart, or the spread line chart. On top of that, the chart can be expanded to the full width of your screen. There are also different chart display modes, like showing 3 charts right in a row. Plus, you have the ability to add specific items right to your favorites. We will review the charts a bit later, but now let's return to the stock section. If a coin is listed on many exchanges, we can view them by clicking the down arrow. A table opens with all the exchanges for that asset. The table can be opened in full screen mode, and please pay attention to the notification icons, sound alerts, and Telegram alerts. Regarding sound notifications, here you can choose alerts that will come as push notifications directly in your browser, for instance, stocks. For every alert type, you can pick a filter. For stocks, it's a spread filter, an exchange filter, and a category filter. Moving on. The futures arbitrage section. This section shows spreads between futures on CEX exchanges. Similar to before, there are over 17 exchanges. Various filters are available, from exchanges to deposits, withdrawals, and the spread percentage. There's a coin search, the ability to pin coins, add them to favorites, or put them in the bin, which removes the coin from the table. The table is almost identical to stocks, except asks and bids are added to see the order book depth and avoid trading on illiquid exchanges. Information on the contract and network is also provided where applicable, making it easy to compare if contracts and networks match up. Besides this, futures arbitrage has 2 table layouts, the expanded version currently on screen, and a more compact version where you can view generalized spreads for each coin and open detailed info to check all other exchanges. I prefer the expanded version, but everyone finds the one that suits their personal taste best. Charts are presented similarly, meaning you can open them, see what's happening with the coin, and decide whether to enter or not. Various time frames are available, and you also have the option to enable the full screen viewing mode. You have the option to turn on sound alerts, choose your desired filters, and receive push notifications directly in your browser. Now, let's move on to the spot futures section. This section analyzes the spreads between spot and futures markets on CEX exchanges. Similarly, the number of exchanges is the same, meaning 17 plus. Filters are almost exactly the same as in futures arbitrage. The workflow and mechanics are analogous, except that arbitrage is done by buying on spot, immediately opening a short on CEX, and waiting for prices to align. No need to transfer anything in new. Next up is the spot section. Similar to spot futures and futures arbitrage, this section displays information for spot markets on CEX exchanges. Using the same modes, only here it analyzes spot prices of CEX exchanges, meaning arbitrage where you buy on one exchange, transfer, and sell on another exchange. Unlike futures arbitrage, where you open a long on one exchange, a short on another, and simply wait for the prices to converge, the DEX spot section. In this section, prices between DEX and CEX exchanges are fully analyzed. So, the essence of the arbitrage involves buying on DEX, transferring, and then selling on CEX. For filters, there's a liquidity filter, a spread filter, deposits, withdrawals, and also an exchange filter. The table itself indicates the coin, exchange, DEX price, CEX price, deposits, withdrawals, liquidity, contract, and aggregator links. Besides that, the spread chart again, and info on other exchanges for this specific coin. Let's move on to the DEX Futures section. In DEX Futures, similarly to DEX Spot, a table analyzes prices between DEX and CEX exchanges. But instead of CEX Spot, it uses futures. Similar filters, similar workflow, similar mechanics, except the arbitrage is done by buying on DEX, then immediately opening a short on CEX, and waiting for price convergence. Again, there is no need to transfer anything anywhere. Next up is the CrossChain section. In the CrossChain section, it analyzes spreads for the exact same coin on DEX across entirely different networks. The table shows the coin, its pairs, purchase price, network, liquidity, volume, and listing date, like a year ago or even 2 years ago, and a link to the pair. A spread chart is also provided, so we can open it in the same window, check the spread chart for the last 7 days, and decide if it's worth entering. In filters, you can select the buy network, sell network, spread percentage, liquidity, volume, and how long ago the listing date was. Similar to other sections, there's a coin search, sound notifications, Telegram alerts, and a full screen viewing mode. Exactly how to trade in this section is detailed right in the description. Let's move to the next section, Fair Last. What is fair last? It's the difference between the last price and the fair price, resulting in an opportunity to open either a long position or a short position. In the filters, you have the option to pick the exchanges as well as the spread. In the table itself, you can sort by the spread, viewing either negative or positive ones. And like other sections, coin search, full screen mode, sound, and Telegram alerts, and so forth. Exactly what the essence of fair last entails is also written down in the description. Let's move to the next section, Funding Arbitrage. This section displays funding spreads across various different CEX exchanges. Here we can observe 2 modes, the expanded one currently on screen, and again, a generalized one for user convenience. In generalized mode, you can see detailed info for each exchange on every coin, while in expanded mode, this data is already in the table dynamically. For every coin, you can view the spread chart for recent days, how exactly it changed, what the chart looks like, to understand if you should enter, and when you should exit the spread. Let's move to the next section, Pumps and Dumps on CEX exchanges. This displays info on price changes on CEX exchanges over 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30, and 60. Furthermore, in the second mode, you can view the exact changes over 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 1 hour. Here we can gather detailed analytics on all spreads, monitor price shifts, and make solid conclusions about whether to long a coin or whether to short it. Besides that, we can take this coin, for instance, for deeper analytics. As we can see, data is provided for over 4,000 coins on CEX exchanges, specifically on futures, and the table displays all of this information clearly. Let's move to the next section, Tracking of Open Interest. Here we can observe detailed information regarding the open interest for various coins across various exchanges. Both the generalized format and the expanded format are fully available. In the expanded format, you can select your desired exchange, view the chart showing how open interest changed, and see the correlation between open interest and the price. This allows you to react quite quickly and clearly understand what is happening with the current market situation. Let's transition to the DEX Dumps section. In DEX Dumps, you can analyze price drops on DEX markets. For example, let's take a situation from March 22nd, when the USR coin dropped by 90+%. This signal was sent to Telegram, after which the coin surged by 30x. So, A hypothetical $1,000 could have turned into $30,000 literally in just a couple of hours. The site also features a spread calculator section where you can calculate potential profit in percentages and in dollars for spot, futures arbitrage, and funding arbitrage. In addition, the site lists the exchanges that the parser currently tracks, meaning it's more than 17 CEX exchanges. Besides this, the site has an exchange balances section where you can check if a certain coin, for instance, let's take Resolve, has a balance on one exchange or another. This helps you understand whether the exchange will allow you to withdraw the coins or not. There is also a great coin search section. You enter the coin name, like Resolve, and see which exchange is listed, its current price, if deposits are open or closed, the coin's network, and info on contracts and funding. You can also find the coin on DEX by pasting the contract and getting results for liquidity pools associated directly with this specific coin. Now we are moving over to the artificial intelligence section. This section analyzes signals received from the parser. They pass through several AI processing stages using top LLM systems like Cloud Code, Gemini, and so forth. After this, the signal is accurately filtered and displayed right here in this specific section. Here we can simply filter out the noise and see real signals that brought in real profit at that specific moment in time. Right here we have clear arbitrage signals as well as analytical signals available, meaning the AI observes a given coin that shows anomalous movement, analyzes it deeply, and gives a result on whether it's worth entering the coin or not. Now let's move to the charts. For charts, there are two distinct sections, TradingView and Genesis Charts. In TradingView, we can add a chart directly from the TradingView platform, meaning we find a specific coin there and simply insert its chart. Let's say I want to see the Resolve chart between Bitget and Gate. Here we can view the price lines or the spread over a rather extensive period of time. Charts can be viewed in full screen format, and besides that, they can be conveniently arranged on your screen. You can also easily share any chart directly with a friend. Let's transition to the custom chart specific to our project. Here, as previously mentioned, you can view 5 timings. That is 5 seconds, 1 minute, 15 minutes, 1 hour, and 1 day. If you need the live format, choose 5 seconds, wait roughly 10 seconds, and the chart appears in live format, updating perfectly every 5 seconds. In addition, changing the coin is available for charts, so you can pick any exchange, any coin, and it will replace the current one. You can also swap the exchanges. Furthermore, you can choose price lines, spread lines, and the spread chart itself. You can also add the coin to your favorites, open full screen mode, or completely delete the chart. And now, if we click on our favorites, we can immediately see this exact chart again. Charts can be conveniently arranged on the screen, meaning you can place 3 charts in a row. Adding a chart here is extremely simple. We select the exchange, select spot futures, type the coin's name, and pick from the given options. For DEX, it's identical. We can either paste the contract or search by the specific name of the coin. Everything is designed to be highly convenient for the user. Now, let's move on to notifications. We already covered sound alerts. You can select them for any section, and for any section, you can also set filters, which is very handy for continuous work. Now, let's glance at the news and listings section. This shows the freshest listings, coin data, analytics, links, and you can also read the news that happened in recent days. Now let's take a look at the training. Here you'll find the main brief lessons. We can choose, for instance, pumps and dumps. See what exactly to do with DEX dumps, how to buy them back, what to look out for, and so on. Besides this, our own custom APIs are currently in development, which will become available in the very near future. And now it is absolutely worth paying attention to the Telegram notifications. To turn on the alerts, you need to go to your profile in the top right corner, scroll down, and click directly on Telegram notifications. Here, we will be asked to add a bot. To do this, we go into Bot Father, and we create a completely new bot. After that, we just paste the bot token and press the Bind Bot button. Now, we'll be asked to verify the bot. We need to go to the bot in Telegram and hit the Start button. Once the button is pressed, we simply proceed to verify it. Verification happens quickly and automatically. After that, we gain access to various signals and various settings. We detailed the settings for personal Telegram bots thoroughly in our official guide, linked in the description. The main features include a community selection with time-tested signals and filters, plus personal settings offering configs, custom filters, spread changes, stabilization, blacklists, and blacklists for specific exchanges. Essentially, the maximum possible personalization for you. Consequently, overall, you can essentially create your very own personal parser directly inside your Telegram. There's also the option to choose where the bot sends signals. It can send them to your private messages, drop them in a channel, or post them to your Telegram forum. Everything is heavily personalized. Furthermore, you can choose the bot's language, meaning either Russian or English, to make reading the data as comfortable as possible. Now, let's move to Pushover notifications. Here we can set up our alerts via Pushover. Pushover is an app for getting notifications on your phone, of all sorts. It can wake you up if, say, a huge market event just occurred, and so forth. All we need to do here is simply add the user key. After adding it, we will immediately unlock alerts based on the spread, the price, and the funding rates. We describe this in more detail in the guide, available via the link in the description. Besides everything, the project has a private community in Telegram, so you can pick your preferred language and join the community to chat, discuss specific spreads, and receive fresh information from the users of our project. And the final thing to note is the referral program, offering the chance to get up to 30% of the purchase amount from your referrals. It's all fully automatic and convenient. We thank everyone for watching. Hit subscribe, launch the scanner, and start earning massive profits together with us.